Sometimes we witness something so unbelievable, we completely lose faith in our own eyes and ears. Well, for the next hour, you don't even need to trust your senses. All of these moments are as real as they are amazing. Daytime fireworks? Are they even a thing? Yup, and this is what they look like. Okay, this is just showing off. The easiest and laziest way to get a free lunch. Okay, someone's finally done it. The proposal that just can't be topped. Even walking the plank on a pirate ship would be preferable to this. Waiting for the queue for this ride would be the perfect way to talk yourself out of this ride. Las Vegas is known as a place that takes things to the extremes, but this ride may be pushing it a bit too far. A swing that's slightly different to the ones you remember as a kid. There doesn't appear to be a net available for this tightrope walk. How come idiots seem to get all the luck? Even fish are being taken over by AI. Just a normal day out on the boat, with the sun, the sea, and a couple of high-speed idiots. Let's save the racing for cars. Some people have a visit to the pyramids on their bucket list. This guy, however, took it one step further. Yeah, that's probably not supposed to fall off. The only psychopath where it's a good idea to wear a parachute. This cosmic glass abalone shell was collected from a beach in California and puts anything you found as a kid to shame. The best way to kill a vampire is with a wooden stake, just like the one that almost killed these guys. Burning sulfur coming out from a volcano in Indonesia causes the fire to burn in these vibrant electric blue flames. In order to properly enforce parking rules, you need a proper enforcer. The fishing must have to be really good on that spot. The amazing sight when freshwater meets saltwater. The only disability this guy is suffering from is anger management issues. Once again, a completely sane response to this situation.
Oh my God! Bismillah! 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 Bismillah!
Why doesn't every city council have these guys on staff to deal with parking issues? Sadly, he parked in the likely to get crushed by an articulated truck zone. Colossal ice chunk breaking free from an Antarctic iceberg. At first, this plow wanted to make things easier for everyone, but ended up making it way harder for the one jerk. The day all those games of hopscotch paid off. Manta rays are incredible creatures, and this is how it might feel to live alongside them. If you're going to take up 2 parking spots, then you might want to lose a few pounds too.
You might be able to do it. You did it!
How to cause and prevent an accident at the same time. Here's one way of getting out of an awkward parking situation we haven't covered: just being a great driver. And after this moment, they were best friends for life. Well, this looks fun, and by fun, I mean, you know, horrific. Oh, wait, you didn't realize? Yeah, she owns the road.
You're blocking my driveway, you're blocking the front.
Our next stop will be almost certain doom. Another cliff swing, because even insane people need hobbies. My car is important, not yours. Luck and a fully operational steering wheel are equally important. The future is here, and you can wear it on your feet! This looping water slide is designed to make your trip on board this cruise ship a lot less relaxing. You sure you don't need those? You see what this giant squid can do to a soda can? Well, that's why you shouldn't mess with one.
One more time. One more time. You need him.
Nobody expects or wants Jaws to be friendly. Science and technology don't get more amazing than a spacecraft leaving the Earth and heading into orbit. Yes, for just $3 million, you can have your own 15-foot tall, 8,000-pound robot! When nothing in life seems stable, at least you can rely on the ground under your feet. One small cloud means one small amount of rain in one small spot. Now, this is a lesson about bad parking you'd never forget. Never had one man been more grateful for emergency braking. No, this isn't a disaster. This is how a ship is officially launched and christened. Wow, this is a really big claw machine, but at least you can win an entire car. The stronger you are, the less likely you can fit. Always remember, tow trucks can move faster than you can run. Where there's a will, there's a way. Doesn't ice climbing look like a nice, stress-free pastime? This is not a parking spot, and here's why. When your morning commute meets a road crew's first job of the morning. The biggest Russian icebreaker, doing what it does best. Even in the most rural of locations, parking restrictions are still a thing. A man who clearly doesn't fear the Grim Reaper. Whatever this is, it looks completely terrifying. Sand demon? Beach monster? You decide. Axe throwing sounds like such a safe sport. What could possibly go wrong? The most relaxed near-death experience ever recorded on video. After flipping the bird, karma came flying down to meet him. At least his legs work better than his bike. Idiot almost gets hit by a car, but doesn't. Now, that's a great headline. Never mess with a farmer. You heard it here, folks. Not the best vehicle to have a mishap in. Once again, a really fun way to faceplant into the side of a mountain. Some people dream of swimming with dolphins, but not these folks. This is the Death Road in Bolivia, and you can see why it's been given that charming name. As if this isn't scary enough, there's also some snow to make it nice and slippery. The best POV if you want your stomach to really feel the experience. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the roller coaster be on the tracks? A sea life army out on patrol. Or is this an aquatic dance troupe? I'm not sure. I think the driver behind lost about 3 pounds of sweat here.
So close.
No, it's not a camera trick. This is a reverse waterfall. It looks like he's eating these eggs, but he's actually shuffling them to keep them oxygenated. What a great dad. That's a much better result than instantly being put up for adoption.
I can't believe I just done that.
The sunset makes the snow in the air look like fire. Could this be a ghost fish? A particularly terrifying bird's eye view of how lucky one beachgoer can be.
Get out! He sees it. He sees it. Look at him.
Just so you know, if someone parks you in, Retrocast does not recommend this method. On the other hand, go for it. Knock yourself out. This tow truck has this cage-like contraption to get the job done. With friends like these, at least you'll have company during your complete mental breakdown. An interesting alternative to clamping. Or maybe it's his car and it's broken down on him one time too often. Excavator? Car mover? Same thing. This is called a porch swing, and I thought porch swings were supposed to be things you relaxed on.
Wow!
Driving away with one of these is never a viable option. Yeah, just out for a nice relaxing jog in front of a fast-moving train. Don't worry, it's just the normal everyday sight of a forest breathing. Most people pull over for emergency vehicles. Most people. This guy almost saw his life and every one of his past lives flash before his eyes. Apparently, this airport is even equipped for meteors to land. And the worst part, nobody really looks that bothered. Wait, is that rock falling upward? Yes, folks, it's the most incredibly handsome bull in the world. This is the Brad Pitt of Bullland. Everything goes wrong here, in a strangely right way. Nice view. But if something goes wrong, you're quite literally on your own. We've seen plenty of inventive examples of revenge so far, but you can't beat a good old-fashioned smashing. Bravery or insanity? The tallest, fastest, steepest roller coaster in the world. I can't figure this one out either. A Soviet drilling mistake in 1971 left this gas mine burning ever since, now named the Door to Hell.
Be windy.
Another mysterious and transparent fish. See, I told you the ocean was weird. Attack of the Shopping Carts, the sequel. This is an underwater fire, erupting near an oil platform in the Gulf of Mexico. When we need to relive ourselves, we find a tree. When trees need to relive themselves, they do this. Fancy a swim in liquid terror? When you're parking, reveal some very personal details about yourself. tunnel of stars in China. The only reason not to keep your eyes on the road. Volcano tourism in Iceland. The alternative to sitting around the pool reading a good book. Some vehicles just aren't built to go on two wheels. And now, for the most controlled example of reversing you're ever likely to see. His smile says that he can laugh it off. His underpants probably tell a different story. Saved by the pipe. Mind you, this reversing clip is providing some pretty stiff competition. Even the contents of the truck managed to miss the car. He's asleep, but all it takes to wake him up is a complete and utter disaster. Yes, there's nothing like getting your car washed with sewage. This ride is amazing. It can make you vomit at high speed. Another angle of that insane Las Vegas ride we saw earlier. It's called the Strat. For when a diving board just isn't enough. Another day, another insane collection of steps. Fancy joining these sperm whales for their daily nap? Well, here's a nice safe way to get across a junction. Magic sand coffee. And no, we don't know how it works either. Day and night. At the same time. In the same place. Pretty extreme way to open the window, if you ask me. At first sight, you might think this is a snake, until you spot the car traveling alongside it. The Panlong Ancient Road is more than 70 kilometers long, with more than 600 S-turns and multiple 180-degree sharp bends. A view of Niagara Falls you don't often see, not without getting extremely wet. Wheels? Where we're going, we don't need wheels. More fluffy balls of mammotus clouds, this time over China. Fancy a free pressure wash? Then park your car here. If this is on your bucket list, it might be the very last thing you ever tick off. Levitating cars. The future is here. Parking in an inconsiderate place? Well, these firefighters could care less.
No kink in the hose either.
After the first drop, you'd want to get off. Yeah, there's definitely much more to this than a simple parking disagreement. Let's be honest, who did he cheat on her with? You know what? I'm hungry. Time for a Mercedes sandwich. This Chinese landmark is known as the Devil's Eye, and it's pretty terrifying. If you stop on the crossing, then you're part of the crossing. Simple. When it comes to fishing bait, a human hand isn't usually the best idea. When you steal a parking space from the worst person you could possibly choose. Another crazy angle of the Devil's Pool in Zimbabwe. I mean, surely that's what that part of the body was designed for, right? Hard shoulder, hard luck. Bungee jumping, the sport of choice for people who have nothing left to live for. Made to measure, or was it just a serious amount of luck? Yes, I would rather write off my car than pay your fine, but thank you for asking. Athletes at the top of their game need the very finest quality equipment. Except these guys, apparently. If this is your route home from the store, then you can really save money on that gym membership. This is the Skyview Edge Walk in Dubai, and it's completely and utterly nuts. Looks like a nice safe ride. What could go wrong? This is known as the world's most dangerous hike. Well, if there's a more dangerous one, then I don't want to see it. You may want to grab a barf bag for this POV. You see, this is why camping is just a bad idea. This pink salt lake in Australia puts blue water to shame. Here's something you don't want to see as you're trying to land. And nobody saw them ever again. It looks like the sky from Pixar, but it's real. You're looking at mammotus clouds over central Ohio. The ship almost became known for something much more gory than carrying cargo. The general freaky weirdness of things that live at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. That looks like the gill, aren't you? The gill.
Some kind of
What?
Whoa! It just got so big. Yep, it's doing the shape.
What's a
Oh,
Yes.
Is that a gopher eel then?
Yes.
Watch as this amazing firework display creates a burning ladder in the sky. You might as well just throw yourself over Niagara Falls. Just like some humans, some fish flock to the beach at certain times of the year. Some bad parking offenses just take care of themselves. It's the Strat in Las Vegas again, from an even more terrifying angle. Looks like this guy's discovered a tiny little alien. Oh my god, the invasion has begun! As tempting as it might be to park in a sinkhole, it's always best avoided. This is the bizarre and fascinating way that slugs drink water. I've heard of underground car parks, but this is ridiculous. At which point did he think this would actually work? Some impressive time-lapse footage of the tide. This is in New York, and it could only be in New York, really, couldn't it?
Heroes! Yay! Alright!
Luckily, this flap shuts itself if it detects that a person nearby is about to soil themselves. A fish? A shark? A crab? What is this thing? This guy had his car run into 3 times in 3 months in the same parking lot. Well, you know what they say about bad luck? You know how some people celebrate by falling down the stairs? Well, yeah, that. So, all you need is a good stick? Who knew? She's got no right to look this happy about where she is. One of the many shocking things about the clips is how calm the kids are.
Ela pra você. Não mexe não, Daniel. Não mexe não. Fica parado. Eu vou aí pro quarto, eu vou meter o braço em cima dele pra salvar você. Não mexe não. Parado, fica paradinho. Paradinho.
Bike versus this huge thing. Seems like a fair fight. Beats a recliner, but then a recliner isn't as dangerous either. She knows it's not real, but that doesn't stop it from being terrifying. You get the feeling this parking dispute may have been going on for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's youngest ring toss champion. This is basically a staircase to no. A unique opportunity to be scared senseless. How to be one with a tornado.
Wow!
Looks like someone's left their bath running. And then they just disappeared into the night. If they weren't fishing for marlin, then they are now. And another reverse waterfall, all helped by the power of the wind. Oh, there's a road here? The highest and scariest viewpoint in Midtown Manhattan. If you treat our parking rules like trash, then we'll do the same to you. Well, better the bike than your cranium. You might think he looks confident, but wait for the wobble. He's a man who's been driven to the edge, driving someone to the edge. How to steal victory from the jaws of defeat, and completely by accident. Joking aside, some of Earth's creatures can be far more weird and wonderful than any alien we could imagine. Money doesn't buy you the right to park anywhere you like. Okay, so this is considered fun? Extremely hot sand plus water equals, well, this! How to beat the claw machine with panache. If you think this looks romantic, then you may just need psychiatric help. Okay, this was really the wrong thing to stick myself to today. Luckily, this is one of those new massive hook-proof cars. Another nice shot of the door to hell. Well, if you can call it nice. Well, this is an accidental but effective way to find a parking space. Well, he doesn't have a ladder anymore, but at least he's got upper body strength. Slowly but surely, an iceberg breaks apart. Okay, this is a very petty way to steal a parking space. This is called the Devil's Swimming Pool. Although, frankly, even the devil might be scared of this. Probably not a good day to break down on that road, especially if you've got a soft top and it's stuck in the down position. I would have expected more responsible behavior from someone with leopard skin shoes. The Devil's Pool again, this time from a different and possibly even scarier angle. Leaving your window open in heavy rain is bad enough, but this? This is a free spin roller coaster. Ironic, because you couldn't pay me to get on it. Another firework display that makes the 4th of July look pretty tame by comparison. Just a nice friendly shove. Look at all those flowers. Must be a nice fragrant way to fall to your death. Who needs a pair of scissors when you've got fish like this?
Corta não.
Deixamos lá com cortar com piranha, não usa ligado mais não. Aí.
The tractor had right of way. The truck didn't agree. And then this happened. When loose truck tires attack. The blue ring octopus possesses enough venom to kill 26 adults. And just to make it worse, there's no anti-venom for it. A game of paper, rock, scissors with very high stakes. It's kind of like Tiger Woods in reverse. He didn't realize he was opening his door to a whole world of misery. The track is as green as your face would be. Smartphones can be pretty durable, and that's sometimes very important. To be fair to that badly parked car, this truck must have taken a wrong turn. This man is like a ninja when it comes to crash mats. What a beautiful location to have a heart attack. This car is a built-in shower. Sometimes nature provides its own lighting. The Red Force roller coaster, which travels at a relaxing 200 kilometers per hour. An interesting and terrifying way to remove a tree. Yeah, pretty good, but the question is, could he do it again? For any Friday the 13th fans out there, this is a genuinely terrifying insect. Luckily, there were 2 parking spaces available between the branches of that tree. Here's a way to take your seasickness to a whole new level. I think it's fair to say that this car has been parked there for a while. Either a close call with the ceiling fan, or that's one big dead moth. You're watching the moment a new island is born due to an underwater volcano. Tired of spraying your crops? Buy a robot with some funky dance moves. A pretty rickety way to cross a chasm on Everest. Another tree getting rid of some water, as we all have to do when nature calls. Don't you hate it when you get hit by a completely stationary car? This shark is nicknamed Freckles, which is cute, but everything else about her is terrifying. How an earthquake affects a perfectly still swimming pool. Never park in a bike lane where the Incredible Hulk is nearby. He's a keen cyclist, you see.
Aê!
Sempre aprender a não parar em exclusiva.
Certinho!
Nossa, aí vai ficar parando.
Is it a hermit crab? Or is it the face hugger from Alien? What do you do if this happens? You can't go full road rage on a horse. Clearly a bit of bad blood is going on here. What a nice idea, a ski resort for ants. I mean, come on. Who doesn't know what happens when you park in front of a fire hydrant? The worst place in the world to have a job as a delivery driver. Gannett's dive bombing a school of herringfish. Talk about eyesight. This is how tow trucks work in China. There's such a variety in the world of bad parking revenge. Ah, the perfect bridge to make out of glass. But I was only blocking the entire road for a few minutes. What's the problem? Any last words? Maybe a fish is a better pet. To solve parking issues in NYC, you sometimes need some pretty ingenious methods. Straight up and straight down. I think this might be God's way of telling me to take an alternative route. Here's one clip where I think we're all on the side of the bad parker. Wow, that's a big hole. Imagine if somebody... Escapes don't come much nearer than this. Do you ever get so bored at work you wish the world would open up and swallow you? Try livening up your morning walk to work with a spot of tire dodging. Fancy staying here? Nope, me neither. He was scared of the bear and the bear was scared of his bike. A good result. I bet you never knew that Spider-Man used to work in a pizza place. This is the Insano Water Slide. Fitting name. Less luck and more like extremely skillful braking and steering. Wait, are they on a mountain or a cloud? Less like a tug of war and more like the easiest battle she's ever won. A perfect set of steps for anyone who's got a death wish. This terrifying climb is supposed to be worth it for the amazing views. Pretty foggy though, isn't it? Three high-speed trains passing each other simultaneously like three slithery silver snakes. I mean, we all enjoy being catapulted into a mountain, right? Even sharks can have scoliosis. Two giant tortoises doing what giant tortoises do best. Chilling out. A dramatic snake decides to play dead. Trees being swallowed by an underwater sinkhole, which looks like it's got room for an entire forest. Oh well, at least it'll stay fresh. Yeah, that's right. The bottom of the ocean is officially weird. The colorful and mysterious firework jellyfish has been found at depths of 4,000 to 5,000 feet. In Belgium, you're not allowed to park within 5 meters of a pedestrian crossing, and this might be why. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of frogs. Here's one parking spot you definitely don't want to steal. Ah, yes. That moment when you remember that high-performance cars are faster than your fists. Yes, folks, this is just a complete stranger parking in someone's driveway. Another day, another idiot, another fire service breaking some windows. Don't pretend that you wouldn't react exactly the same way. Nothing proves a point quite like wet cement. Yeah, I'll pull out into traffic without my driver. What's worse than the drop? The anticipation. This act of revenge for parking on a playground was far from child's play. An interesting POV for a bungee jump. A dark railway line in a cave. The perfect place to go cycling. Weirdly, it just couldn't deal with the effects of no wind. A pretty outrageous way to wash your hair. FedEx. We even deliver near-death experiences. Who said that sugar and sports don't go together? Well, this kinda tops that bottle flipping trend. A stairway to heaven, or maybe hell, depending on how you feel about heights. It's good to watch where you're going, of course, but it's also sometimes good to look up. Yeah, seems like the perfect road to drive a coach on. Great idea, Google Maps. Nothing like a relaxing day out with your friends. Same terror, different people. A treacherous place to lose control, but luckily he pulled it back. Seeing a three-horned cow is a sign of good luck. No, not really, but it's still pretty cool. This huge hand is a lot more still than the trembling hands of the people who've climbed up there. The Great Wall of China is an amazing wonder of the world, but in some places, it's also pretty scary. And we leave you with the amazing, mesmerizing, and terrifying sight of a fire tornado. Here he is, folks, the world's weirdest and most antisocial goat. This nightmarish footage features a snail realigning its jaw. Something tells me this turtle forgot to put on deodorant this morning. This tree looks like it was planted in Mordor. Is he walking on the snow or on top of the clouds? This is what it looks like when a sea cucumber opens its mouth to feed. Towing a car with extreme precision.
Some bitch don't need no help, but
When shopping carts go rogue. I'll find a place to park if it kills me and my car. Sometimes big kids need to be treated like actual kids.
You're taking up two spaces. Yo, listen, yo. They're here for a reason. They draw these lines here. Yeah, the people that are organized. Yo, listen, my man, listen. You got health insurance? Why? Because if you don't get in that part of your car, you're gonna need it.
A nice, easy way to remove your trailer before it even gets to its destination.